Hi there, welcome to today's fun game called Guess That Dog Breed. In today's game, you're going to look at a picture of a dog and you're going to have to try to guess the breed. Before we get started, I want to tell you a fun dog joke. What do a dog and a cell phone have in common? They both have caller ID. All right, let's get started with our game for today. Number 1. What type of dog do you see in this picture? What kind of dog is that? What kind of dog breed is that? All right. If you guessed Labrador Retriever, you are correct. The Labrador Retriever is America's favorite dog. It tops the most popular breeds list, and it has done so for a whopping 28 years in a row. Labs love water, and they come in 3 colors, black, yellow, and chocolate. Labs are hunting dogs, and they started out as hunting dogs for ducks, so they would retrieve the ducks, but they are great hunting companions no matter what you're hunting for. It could be other waterfowl and game hunting. All right. Our next dog. What kind of breed of dog is this? What kind of dog is this? It goes by a few names. What type of dog is this? All right, so this breed of dog is called a Dachshund. Some people call them Doxies. These dogs are famous for their adorable, funny shape, and they have longer bodies and shorter legs. These dogs were bred to hunt badgers and wild boars. The name Dachshund is actually German for badger dog. Dachshunds are sometimes called wiener dogs because their long bodies resemble hot dogs. Did you know that the original name for the hot dog was Dachshund sausage? The deli product was so named because it resembled the dog breed. The name was later shortened to just hot dog. And then a last fun fact for the Dachshund is Britain's first cloned dog was a Dachshund. So that was interesting to learn more about. All right, number 3, moving on to our next breed. What type of dog is this? You may be familiar with this breed of dog through popular films and movies. If you guessed sheepdog or a shepherd dog, you are correct. Another common name for the Old English sheepdog is the bobtail. They were bred to drive and herd sheep. When the Old English shepherd when it first got to America in the United States, it was known as a wealthy person's dog. William Wade, a Pittsburgh industrialist, first promoted the breed in the late 1880s, and less than 20 years later, 5 among the 10 richest families in America owned, bred, and exhibited the breed, including the Vanderbilts and the Guggenheims. The Old English sheepdogs have been featured in popular culture, such as Disney's 1959 comedy, The Shaggy Dog, which was about a boy who is turned into an Old English sheepdog. There are animated Old English sheepdogs in the cartoon classics, The Little Mermaid and 101 Dalmatians. And more recently, the Cats and Dogs movies. Movies had an Old English sheepdog character. So it also says that the Beatles song Martha, My Dear was written by Paul McCartney about his Old English sheepdog. So those are all really fun facts about this breed. Moving on to our next breed, number 4. What type of dog is this? What sort of breed of dog do you see in this picture? All right, so this dog is a poodle. Poodles first originated in Germany and not France. The breed name comes from the German word pudel, I can't say it properly, or pudelin, which means to splash in water. Originally, these dogs were bred to be water retrievers. Poodles come in 3 size varieties: toy, miniature, and standard. They have hair, not fur. There are a variety of hairstyles for poodles. Many American icons have owned poodles as well, including Elvis Presley, who was particularly fond of poodles. He kept them as pets and frequently gave them to girlfriends. Other famous poodle owners include Elizabeth Taylor, Jackie Kennedy, Lucille Ball, Marilyn Monroe, Katharine Hepburn, and Walt Disney. Moving on to our next breed here. Number 5. What type of dog is this? What type of dog breed do you see in this picture? All right. So this dog is a Springer Spaniel. The English Springer Spaniels were bred to be hunting dogs. Specifically, they were used to flush or spring game, meaning they would chase birds into flight so that hunters could then shoot them. English Springer Spaniels can also retrieve game. They appear in 16th century art. Many celebrities have owned Springers, including George W. Bush, who had an English Springer Spaniel named Spot, and George H.W. Bush, and he had one named Millie. Other famous English Springer Spaniel owners include Princess Grace and Oprah Winfrey. They're just the cutest. All right, moving on to our next breed of dog, number 6. What type of dog do you see in this picture? What is the name of the breed? What is the name of this breed? All right, so this dog is called a Saint Bernard. Saint Bernards originate from the French Alps. The breed was known by many names, including Saint Dogs and Alpine Mastiff, Berry Dogs, and Noble Steeds. They were not known as Saint Bernards until around the middle of the 19th century. A Saint Bernard is classified as a giant dog breed. The predominant working use of Saint Bernards was originally as mountain rescue dogs. Carrying a neck barrel filled with brandy is something with which Saint Bernards are commonly associated with. However, this is a complete myth, as Saint Bernards have never carried a neck barrel filled with brandy. There is a theory about how this myth began, though. There is a famous painting from 1820 by a painter called Edwin Landseer. This painting features a Saint Bernard wearing a neck barrel and is titled Alpine Mastiffs Reanimating a Distressed Traveler. This later became a famous engraving by Charles Landseer in 1831. This depiction of the breed is believed to have started the myth. All right, moving on to our next breed, number 7. What type of dog do you see in this picture? What type of dog is this? All right. Try to guess what type of dog breed you see in the picture. So this dog is known as a bloodhound. The bloodhound is often referred to as a nose with a dog attached. It is estimated that they have approximately 250 to 300 million scent receptors, the most of any breed. Once they have identified a scent, they can follow that specific smell, despite all other odors they encounter, for more than 130 miles. Their sense of smell is so powerful that they can pick up and follow a scent trail up to 300 hours after the source has left the area. That's a 12-day-old smell. Their testimony is considered admissible in a court of law. That is the bloodhound. All right, so moving on to our next breed of dog. Number 8. What type of dog is this? All right. These are very popular due to some movies that came out, right? They're known as a Dalmatian. Dalmatian. Did you know that Dalmatians have no spots at birth? Similar to your fingerprints or a snowflake, a doll's spots are one of a kind. No two Dalmatians have the same pattern or number of spots. Throughout the years, the doll has had quite a few different nicknames, including the Firehouse Dog, the English Coach Dog, the Spotted Coach Dog, the Carriage Dog, and others. They've been referred to as the Plum Pudding Dog because their distinctive spots reminded people of the traditional spotted dessert. The Dalmatian is the only dog breed that is bred to be a coach dog. They would run alongside the carriages, protecting the horses from stray dogs and keeping the horses calm. Since 1950, the Dalmatians have served as a mascot and a companion to the Budweiser Clydesdale team. Historically, the dogs would guard the wagon and protect the team while the driver went inside to make deliveries. When the team performs today, the dolls sit on the wagon next to the driver. I just think Dalmatians are the cutest dogs. All right, here's our next breed, number 9. What type of dog is this? What do you call them? What type of dog do you see in this picture? All right. So this dog is called a Basset Hound. Basset comes from the French word basse, which means low or short. They were bred to hunt, and then French aristocrats bred these dogs from bloodhounds to use while hunting. Both Bassets and bloodhounds are said to be descendants of St. Hubert hounds. They were used to track a variety of animals, but especially rabbits and hares. The dog's large, floppy ears have a job to do. As a Basset hound trots across the ground, its ears help bring smells directly into its face, while its dewlap and loose skin underneath its chin helps track them. Thanks to their stubby legs and thick body, Basset hounds have trouble swimming. So keep your Basset away from water. All right. Our next breed of dog, number 10. What type of dog do you see in the picture? What breed of dog do you see in the image here? All right, so this dog is known as a bull terrier. Bull terriers were actually bred to fight. Luckily, dogfighting and other blood sports were outlawed in England thanks to Humane Act of 1835. Bull terriers were given other tasks, such as ratting and being companions. Bullies might seem a little intimidating with their muscular appearance, but they're actually very sweet and gentle dogs. Known for their goofy and fun personalities, bull terriers are perfect for active families. All right, well, that is all for today's Guess That Dog Breed. We'll see you again next time.